Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through stacks of insights to really bring you what matters. Today, we're diving into something where, well, the spotlight usually hits one person, right? But we're shifting focus. We're looking at the experiences of others in that family dynamic, often unseen.
Yeah, and what really jumped out at us from the research, the core of this deep dive, is this theme. Siblings carry it too. We're exploring, a really crucial, but maybe sometimes overlooked part of family life when one member has fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, FASD.
That's such a key point. And the material we looked at, it really hammers this home. We often talk about the child with FASD, and that's, completely understandable. But these sources make you stop and think, what about the sibling? The one right there living through it all. The research really shines a light on how these siblings often carry what's described as an invisible weight.
An invisible weight, yeah. And it paints such a clear picture, doesn't it? Quite poignant, actually, when the sources talk about the sibling being the one who hears the yelling. Wow, that's not just noise, it's their daily reality. It shows how that constant exposure and being told things like just understand or just be patient, it quietly shapes them, shapes how they see family, their own place in it, often from a really young age. And yet the material also stresses, despite all that, these siblings love fiercely.
Exactly. It's a real paradox. And this invisible weight the sources mention, it's more than just seeing the hard stuff. It's that constant quiet adjustment they're making, maybe stepping into a sort of caregiver role, managing moods, maybe putting their own needs on the back burner for, what feels like family stability. And even with that fierce love you mentioned, the material is pretty clear. There's a deep emotional toll. These siblings can genuinely feel forgotten, like their own stuff just gets sidelined. What's really fascinating here is how this burden, which often isn't talked about, is finally being brought into the light. It highlights this significant, yet often invisible role they play. It really makes you pause, doesn't it? Thinking about all the times maybe we didn't see those silent struggles.
Absolutely. So the powerful call to action that seems to come through all this is, well, how do we move past just surviving these dynamics? How do we actually help every single member learn to thrive? That feels like the heart of it. And it lines up perfectly with one of the key insights, this idea of let's learn, where every member of the family matters.
Mm-hmm.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, the thing that really stands out, I think, is just how profound that impact is on siblings. Often invisible, like we said, that quiet burden they carry. Whether it's dealing with difficult behaviors constantly or maybe feeling like they always have to be the good one. And the reminder from the studies is so critical, so clear. We need to check in with them too, really check in.
Yeah, and that act of checking in, it does something powerful. It affirms them. The research really encourages us to just say, I see you, I value you.
Mm-hmm.
That recognition, it's not just nice, it's actually vital for these siblings. It can give voice to something they might have held inside for a long time.
Right. Acknowledging everyone's experience is just so fundamental, isn't it? When we truly see and value these siblings who are carrying so much, often quietly, well, it helps the whole family learn to thrive together, not just get through the day.
It really does. And, if we zoom out a bit, connect this to the bigger picture, it does raise an interesting question. You start wondering, where else in life are people carrying some kind of invisible weight, quietly managing challenges we just don't see? And what kind of impact could that simple, genuine acknowledgement, just, I see you, I value you, really have in those situations too?
That's a really powerful thought to leave with, something to definitely mull over. And if you want to explore this more, the sources we looked at often use tags like hashtag FASD siblings, hashtag family support, and hashtag empathy in the home. Those could be great starting points for digging deeper on your own.